Hey, Pastor Mike here on location from Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. Site of the, as you see behind me, the UFO that landed here December 9th, 1965. Now, you probably know this story, or maybe you don't, but it's very interesting. A UFO supposedly landed in Kecksburg. The government swooped in, took the UFO away, and it's supposed to be a myth ever since then. Whether it is or not, that's up to you. There's been a lot of talk about it. There have been TV specials and movies made about it. But I wanted to just take a look at this thing. Seems like coming from outer space to land in Kecksburg in an acorn is a little bit strange. But hey, you never know. Who knows if there's life out there or not. But I wanted to talk about aliens and not necessarily UFOs, but just being not of this world. You know, Jesus talked about that in John 15. He said, if the world hates you, you know that it has hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love its own. But because you are not of the world, but because I chose you out of the world, because of this, the world hates you. Now that doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound like, hey, come be a Christian and everything's going to be great. There is going to be trouble. Jesus said, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. But have you thought about that as you're living your life? Are you of this world or are you of God's kingdom? Are you part of living like this world wants you to live and all the rules of this world, or is there something else going on? Jesus also said this when he was standing before Pontius Pilate. Pilate said, I have the power to kill you. Don't you know that? Aren't you going to beg for your life? All that kind of stuff. You know that story. Jesus said, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then my servants would be fighting so that I would not be handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not of this realm. What do you think about that? How are you living your life? What is the church trying to do? Are we trying to be just like everyone else? Are we trying to outcompete the whole world with excitement and fun stuff and good food and activities and all that? Or is there something deeper going on? Something in your soul? Something that you know, this is not my home. Someday Jesus will come and there'll be a new heaven and earth. He's going to come again. And in the meantime, we're left on this world to be in this world, but not of this world. Now, I don't know with this thing behind me. Who knows where it actually is? Who knows what happened? Hey, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But even if it did, the really important part here is knowing that we as Christians, as followers of Jesus Christ, are no longer of this world. We have died to what this world has to offer, and we now live new. We live to spread a new radical message of love and grace and hope. So take a look at this spaceship behind me and think about your life. Are you of this world or are you part of God's kingdom? God bless.